Namaste. A very warm and a pleasant welcome to one and all present here. This is module number 3, which deals with musical references in the great epic, the Ramayana. We generally know that there are two epics. One is the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. But the legend, the Ramayana, talks about musical references in various instances. We all know that sage Valmiki has composed the Ramayana. Ramayana is supposed to have everything in it. For example, each and every walk of life is mentioned in the Ramayana. In the same manner, there are different art forms that are mentioned in several verses of Ramayana. In fact, the entire story of Ramayana is in the form of music. It's a musical rendition by the Lava and Kusha. We have Narada with a veena, who's a expert, who's a master in music. We have Rama, who always explores peace and harmony in himself. We have Rama Pattabhisheka, which has different musical instruments and different forms of music. We also have the exile in the forest, which has different sounds of birds, the creeping sound. So, these are some of the musical references. We also have Sundarakanda, where Hanuman comes and meets Mata Sita, and he tries to render some musical references, musical rendition on Lord Rama. So, in this manner, we have different references of music in the Ramayana. Now, in this module, let us see what are those different references and the verses that were exactly mentioned in the Ramayana. Ramayana is the most ancient epic in the world written by sage Valmiki much before the Mahabharata, which happened in Dwapara Yuga. Valmiki is considered as the Adi Kavi and the Ramayana is considered as the Adi Kavya. Ramayana has its origin in folklore and was preserved and spread as an oral epic, as I told you. It is called as an Akhyana for a very long time. Ramayana of Valmiki is a renowned kavya, an epic poem in musical style. It is also called as the Adi Kavya and the premier kavya, in fact. Ramayana is more closely related with music than any other epic. The epic itself mentions that the Rama tale was rendered in song by the two minstrels, Kusha and Lava, to the accompaniment of Veena during Ashwamedha. There are innumerable references of music in the Ramayana. It is believed that Ramayana verses were set to Anushtup Chanda. There are different chandas, the metrics, the meters in which we read certain verses in Sanskrit. The entire Ramayana was composed in Anushtup Chanda, were set to music by Valmiki and taught to Lava and Kusha. So Valmiki is also considered as the Adi Vaggeyakara, the very first musician of ancient times. See, we have a reference here. Pathye geye cha maduram pramanais tribhir anvitam. Jatibhihi saptabhihi baddham tantrilaya samanvitam. In Balakanda, these verses say that the sage Valmiki, the author of this great epic, at the commencement itself says that Ramayana he composed is well suited to musical rendering in melodious Madhuram tunes, jatis, having all the 7 notes, the Sapta Swaras, in 3 registers, Vilambita, Madhyamandrita, with proper rhythm, laya, to the accompaniment of stringed instruments. We also have another reference from Balakanda which says, Dundubhi mridangaischa Veenabhihi Panavaistatha Naditam Brishamatyartham Prithivyam Tam Anuttamam. Describing the glory and beauty of Ayodhya, it is said, the city resounding with the rhythmic drum beats of Dundubi, Mridanga and Panava, as you can see on the screen with the melodious tunes of stringed instruments like veena, the city indeed was unique and undoubtedly the best city on earth. There's also another reference in Balakanda which says, the marriage celebrations of Rama and his brothers. In this context, sage Valmiki says, Divya Dundubhihi Nirghoshaihi Geeta Vaditra Nisvanaihi Na Nritushcha Apsara Sanghaha Gandharvascha Jaguhu Kalam Vivahe Raghumukhyanam Tadadbhutam Adrishyata. These are the verses from Balakanda which says, in that wedding ceremony of all those brothers, Rama and his brothers who are the princes of Ayodhya, of Raghu dynasty, the celestial kettle drums resounded with gusto, apsaras danced to the tunes of songs, and instrumental music and Gandharvas sang with incredible melody. It was a marvelous scene to behold with. Idrushe vartamane tu turyodrishta ninadite Triragnim te parikramya uhur bhavam mahaujasah. In Balakanda, these verses say that as the air was filled with the jubilant sounds of dancing and singing like this, those splendid looking brothers circumambulated the fire 3 times with their wives and were united in this marriage ceremony. Humming of bees is parallel to music in the following verses of Kishkinda Kanda, which says, Vikshipan vividha shakhaha, naganam kusumotkachaha, marutascha vitaschanair, shatpadair anugiyate. This means the honeybees are displaced when the wind rapidly moved numerous branches of trees with full of flowers. And though displaced, those bees are singing as though in accompaniment to the singing breeze. References of musical instruments in the Ramayana. So there are different musical instruments used in different contexts in the Ramayana. Let us see them one by one. In Yuddhakanda, there is a reference for playing of thousands of musical instruments when Ravana entered his court, as mentioned here. Tatasturya sahasranam sanjangye nisvano mahan tumula shanka shabdascha sabham gacchati ravane. As Ravana was proceeding to the assembly hall, loud blare of thousands of trumpets along with tumultuous noise of conches were produced. So there is enough evidence to say that there were different instruments in the court hall of Ravana, and undoubtedly Ravana here is a great musician of those ages. The use of musical instruments at the time of war. Najanati puraviryam mama yuddhe sa raghavah mama chapamayim veenam sharakonaihi pravaditam jya shabda tumulam yo ramartha bhita mahaswanam Nara Chatala Sannadam Tam Mamahita Vahini Shigram Bheri Ninadena Spura Kona Hate Name Samanayadhvam Sainyani Vaktavyamcha Nakaranam. These were the verses from Yuddhakanda, which exactly says, Rama was not formally aware of my prowess in the battle. I shall cause to resound veena in the form of my bow, which is played on with the heads of my arrows, the bowstring producing a tumultuous sound, the huge cries of the wounded, its terrible accompaniment, the darts sounding its innumerable notes when I enter a vast stage in the form of my enemy ranks in that battle. So this is how veena was used in the form of musical instrument at the battle to proceed with the war in Yuddhakanda of Ramayana. Pratineshyati Ramastvam Ayodhyam Asitekshane Etasmin Antare Shabdo Bheri Shanka Samakulaha. These are the verses from Yuddhakanda which says, in the meantime, was heard the sound of all the monkeys' troops, blended with the sound of kettle drums, causing earth to shake. Reference of Bheri and Shankar is very well evident here. Tena Shanka Vimishrena Bheri Shabdena Raghavaha Upayati Mahabahu Rama Para Ranjayaha. The din of beating drums mixed with the blaring conches announced the arrival of the scion of the Raghus, the conqueror of the citadel of the foe. Reference of musical instruments played in the Kishkinda. In Kishkinda Kanda, it says, Gita Vaditra Nirghoshaha Shruyate Jayatamvara Nartatam Vanaranam Cha Mridangadambarais Saha. O foremost of the victorious, even the sounds of song and music from there can be heard here, along with the shouts of Vanaras and the sounds of the drums. There is also another reference from Kishkinda Kanda which says, Kvachit pravurtaihi, Kvachit unnadbhihi, Kvachitcha vrikshagra nishannakayehi, Vyalamba barha bharanaihi mayuraihi, Vaneshu Sangeetamiva Pravrittam. These are the verses from Kishkinda Kanda which says, the peacocks with their hanging plumage for ornaments seem to have their own concert, some dancing here and some cawing there and others perked on treetops as audiences listening and seeing these. There's also another reference which says musical concert was going on in the forest. Let's see how it was. Shatpadastream madurabhidhanam plavanga modirita kantatalam avishkrutam megha mridanganadaihi vaneshu sangeetamiva pravrittam. These are the verses from Kishkinda Kanda which says, melodious string bars of honeybees as stringendo, frogs croaking as vocal rhythm, fortissimos of clouds as drum beats, music as commenced in the forest as though programmed. These were natural sounds though, but it seemed as if it was all programmed in the forest for these. Kishkinda Kanda again mentions these verses. Pravishanneva satatam sushrava madhuraswaram tantri geeti samakiranam samagita padaksharam. On his very entry, Lakshmana heard on going melodious tunes commixed with lyrics and strains of string instruments, and all are unvarying in cadence, wording and lettering. Once again, there is also another reference in Kishkinda Kanda which says, Venu Swana Vyanjita Turya Mishraha Pratyusha Kalanila Sampravriddhaha Sammurchito Gargara Govrushanam Anyonyama Purayativa Shabdaha. In tune with the tunes of flute, the dawn-time breeze is tuned up, and it is spreading to broadcast the tuneful tunes from the caves, cows, bulls, and the other sounds are as though surpassing one another in the Kishkinda Kanda. Here are a few verses from Sundara Kanda which is related to musical instruments. Kachit Veenam Parishvajya Prasupta Samprakashate Mahanadi Prakiranaiva Nalini Potamashrita. One woman hugging Veena and sleeping was shining like a lotus plant thrown away by the flow of a great river and resorting about. Yet another example from Sundarakanda which says, Anya kakshagatenaiva maddukena sitekshana prasupta bhamini bhati balaputraiva vatsala. Another woman with black eyes, sleeping with an instrument called madduka, under armpit shone like a woman carrying an infant boy with lots of love. Pataham charu sarvangi pidya shete shubasthani chirasya ramanam labdhva parishvajyeva bhamini. A woman with beautiful body features with the beautiful breasts slept tightly and hugged the instrument called pataha as though hugging a lover, getting him after a very long time. Kachid vamsham parishvajya supta kamalalochana rahaha priyatamam grihya sakameva cha kamini. Another woman with lotus-like eyes, hugging a flute, slept like a woman with lust, holding her lover in secret. There's yet another example, a verse from Sundarakanda which says, Vipanchim parigrhyanya niyata nrittashalini nidravasham anuprapta sahakanteiva bhamini. Another woman, skilled in dance, obtained sleep, getting an instrument like veena and being in tune with it like a woman together with her lover. Anya kanaka sankashaihi mridupinai manoramai mridangam paripedyaangaihi prasupta mattalochana. Another woman in the court room of Ravana with lusty eyes slept hugging a percussion instrument called mridanga with her body parts which were pleasant, which resembled gold, and which were smooth and fresh in nature. Bhuja parshvantarasthena kakshagena krishodari panavena sahanindya sukta mridakritashrama. Another woman in the same courtyard with thin stomach, who was not to be blamed, slept due to tiresomeness from lust, together with an instrument called padama between her shoulders and reaching armpits. Dindimam parigrihyanya tathaiva asakta dindima prasupta tarunam vatsam upaguhyaiva bhamini. Another woman with an instrument called dindima near her slept in the way, same as a woman hugging her husband and also her child in a lovable manner. Kachit adambari nari bhuja sanyoga piditam kritva kamalapatrakshi prasupta madamohita. Another woman with eyes like lotus petals slept, making the instrument called adambara, pressing it by her shoulders. So in this manner, friends, we have seen different instruments, different musical narratives, different musical references in the entire Ramayana and in its different kandas. So I hope you all have enjoyed this legacy of Ramayana and musical references in it. Thank you. Namaste.